A poll was conducted and found that over 3/4 of U.S. adults, or 79% of Americans, believe speaking English is key to being truly American. So, why hasn't Congress fixed this issue? Remember this, my friend, always follow the money trail and your questions will probably be answered. However, it's nice to see the FMCSA and the DOT are finally implementing English-only CDL testing for prospective truck drivers. Some folks are using this topic as a political football. As for me, I'm not clapping my hands and jumping up and down because it's political. I'm clapping and celebrating this new requirement because at its core, it's about safety. Because when a driver can't read signs, can't understand directions, can't talk to law enforcement, can't explain what hazmat they're hauling, that's not diversity. That's more death on our nation's highways, just waiting to happen. And here's the part that makes me really mad. A CDL is a federal driving license, and the rule saying a driver has to be able to communicate in English and be able to read road signs has been on the books since 1937. Please allow me to repeat that. Being able to communicate in English and be able to read road signs has been law since 1937. The question is, why did it take this long to start enforcing it?
So this isn't about the average American driver needing to do something different. It's about the FMCSA and DOT trying to nip things in the bud by mandating that everyone needs to take the CDL testing exam in English.
Yep. If you speak English and you're legal, you're already playing by the rules and have nothing to worry about. This is about stopping a predictable safety mess before it even starts.
Today, we're breaking down the newest announcement that CDL testing exams will only be given in English, why this matters, and how it could improve highway safety for truckers and the general public.
Hey Jim, looking backwards in time, we tackled similar topics to this in 3 previous videos and podcasts. I will leave links for them in the description for this video for those folks out there that may want to view them. The 3 videos are as follows. Trucker DOT English Rules Showdown, get your popcorn. Truck drivers who can't speak English, the deadly cost. CDL School English Proficiency Scam, this is being taught.
Thanks, Bernie. With regard to this video, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announced the U.S. is mandating English-only CDL testing to be done at the state level. One language, English only, period. And it's part of a bigger crackdown. As of February of 2026, the U.S. Department of Transportation announced that nearly 600 CDL training schools were being shut down or removed from the National Registry due to failure to meet safety standards. These sham schools were identified during federal nationwide sting operations that revealed issues like unqualified instructors and inadequate training.
In the U.S., English proficiency is a daily necessity for truck drivers. From DOT inspections and scale house instructions to handling hazard material paperwork and emergency communications, the ability to read and speak English is critical for both safety and compliance. And the federal driver qualification rule literally says drivers must be able to read and speak English well enough to do the job safely. Here's where I get pissed. This shouldn't be anything new. It's been a requirement for a long time now. It was simply not being enforced.
High-profile crashes serve to intensify attention on CDL oversight, including concerns raised about licensing, enforcement, and English proficiency.
Look, nobody likes talking about fatalities, but ignoring the situation doesn't make the problem go away, and it certainly doesn't save lives. Here are a few major crashes from the last few years that made national headlines. One of the most recent crashes that could have been prevented occurred on the Florida Turnpike near Fort Pierce in August of 2025. A truck driver, Harjinder Singh, attempted to make an illegal U-turn that blocked multiple lanes and led to a crash that killed 3 people. It was reported that he couldn't speak English and had actually failed a CDL written test multiple times before being issued a CDL license by both Washington State and California.
And that's the catch-it-early argument. If the testing and verification had been done as prescribed by law, that driver might never have been in that truck to begin with.
That's the point. Another horrific crash that should have been avoided occurred in Southern California on I-10 near the town of Ontario in October of 2025. The driver was arrested after plowing into stopped traffic and killing 3 innocent people with many more injured. The issue was the same, an illegal immigrant truck driver that should not have had a license and been on the highway to begin with. I could go on and on with example after example of fraudulently issued CDLs putting illegal drivers behind the wheel of big rigs that in the end killed innocents. But that's not what this video is about. It's about stopping this insanity before it starts, and this should be nipped in the bud during the testing phase.
Now let's talk about the safety benefits, both for professional drivers and for everyday motorists sharing the road.
Here's the benefit to legal American truck drivers. Requiring state motor vehicle departments to conduct all CDL testing is a significant change of the way things used to be done when it comes to CDL testing. Currently, third-party examiners, including in some states the training schools themselves, can administer CDL skills tests. That conflict of interest is a primary reason why fraudulent CDL licensing happens in the first place. Moving testing exclusively to state-run testing sites will essentially remove the foxes from the henhouse. The overall goal is this: to put a stop to unsafe drivers being on the highway and lessen the risk that you get involved in a pileup because somebody couldn't read or understand a highway warning sign. And for the general public, moms, dads, kids, four-wheelers, this is huge. If you remove unqualified drivers at the testing stage, you prevent crashes before they happen. That's the whole point of licensing.
I got to get this off my chest. My friends, whatever you do, do not trust the ATA, which is the American Trucking Association. They sold truck drivers out years ago and have been behind a bevy of things that have really hurt the trucking industry. The ATA occupies a unique position in the trucking industry because they are the largest lobbying organization in the industry. In the past, they have advised Congress during hearings, and they have advised the FMCSA on various subjects. They also produce research through their research arm, the American Transportation Research Institute, and past federal agencies have cited their research in previous rulemakings. In other words, the ATA has had a seat at every table where policy got made.
And they have been on the wrong side of almost every major safety debate over the past 20 years. The ATA was behind the false narrative there was a driver shortage in the United States. On the flip side of things, UITA, various academic researchers, and other trucking organizations all proved the ATA wrong almost at every turn. The ATA pushed the Drive Safe Act and the Safe Driver Apprenticeship Pilot Program, which allowed 18-year-olds to drive interstate trucks. This was a program so unsuccessful that only 80 raw drivers applied for the 3,000 training slots.
Hey, Jim, don't forget that it was the American Trucking Association, or ATA, that pushed for the deregulation that sparked the flood of new fly-by-night trucking outfits during the 2020 to 2022 COVID fiasco. This is what started the chameleon-like fake trucking company problem, along with the fraudulent owner-operator problem we have been fighting against over the past few years. Well, my friends, that's it for now. We hope this information will help get the word out. Listen to those weather reports, watch your speed, and remember to listen to that inner voice and park that truck when it tells you to. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. We are trying to grow this channel to help truck drivers along with educating the general public. You can help us out by smashing that like button and the notification bell. Remember to subscribe and share this with another driver.
If you're a carrier, stop playing dumb and vet your drivers. If you're a CDL school, teach the material in English like the job requires. And if you're a lawmaker, keep pushing and doing the right thing because people are dying. Protect your load, protect your rig, and protect yourself. Leave us a comment below with your thoughts and ideas about this topic. If it's a good idea, we will share it with everyone. Subscribe for more trucking truth, and together we'll keep hammering this issue till somebody listens.